bag, huh? This is getting out of hand now.
Listen, man. I think I'm starting to like her. It's like my 4th night there. Can't get enough of that Scorpio shit.
Oh, I know.
Oh, you been down the Scorpio path?
No, like I know. I smashed. Smashed too. I thought you knew that. I smashed too. I thought you knew that. I smashed.
So, how was the podcast?
It was fun.
What did you guys talk about?
I don't know. I forgot.
I finally caught up on all the episodes. Mal is so funny.
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
Oh my god, when he was talking about the Saweetie meal, I was screaming.
Bet you were.
Yeah, like he's so good at telling stories, you know? You could just hear how passionate he is.
Yeah, you seem to like his passion.
Huh? What's up with you today? You are being so weird.
I'm the one that's being weird?
What's wrong with you?
Why ain't you tell me you fucked Mo?
Because that's none of your business.
How is that not my business?
Because it just isn't. My past is my past.
You just weren't gonna tell me?
You are being so insecure right now. It was just a little fling, some late night shit. It was just physical, like for a few months.
That's supposed to make me feel better about this entire thing?
Are you trying to slut shame me right now?
I mean, fucking my friend would definitely make the checklist.
Just because you got your little fragile masculinity hurt?
First of all, you fucked my podcast host, didn't tell me, and then you and I took selfies together in the park. What the fuck is fragile about that?
It's fine. This is clearly one of your triggers.
What?
From your childhood that you're projecting onto me. Probably to do with your relationship with your mother.
My mom didn't fuck Mo.
Rory, it's okay. You just need to calm down, okay? I'm in therapy. I know these things.
What does that have to do with anything?
Just calm down.
I'm calm.
We can work through this. We can go together.
How long have you hated women?
I don't hate women.
Do you think this hatred stems from a past relationship?
No, and stop making it sound like I hate women. I don't hate women.
You seem angry.
I'm not angry.
Your partner seems to think otherwise.
She's not my partner. I don't even want to be here.
You see what I gotta deal with here, dog? Triggers.
So you don't take her feelings seriously. Why won't you take her triggers into consideration before asking such personal questions?
Her triggers?
Yes, her triggers. Now, I've worked with Tasha, and she gets quite overwhelmed when asked to open up to others.
So that's what happened? You got overwhelmed and just opened up to Mo? No, I get it. You was anxious.
This is why we need to come to therapy.
No, we don't. I don't want to be here.
So you don't believe in therapy?
I do. I just think some people see mental health as trendy and use therapy as an excuse to act like a shitty person and then throw the word trauma or anxiety on top of it, and then I just have to accept it. It's bullshit.
There's that anger again.
Perfect timing.
Whoa, man. How you doing?
What's up?
I'm good.
What the fuck is going on here?
Tasha told me to pull up. Doc, can we smoke in here?
Absolutely not.
Are you serious?
Relax, man. We can just open the window.
No. What the fuck are you doing here?
Rory, we need to work through this.
We do.
Yeah, we need you to work on your feelings and shit.
Rory, we need you to face this problem head on.
Mo's not the problem.
Mal, how does that make you feel?
Doc, listen, I bet her a bubble.
Oh my god, he had the funniest profile ever. Yeah. He is such a Libra.
Rory, I know that you're damaged, but I can't guarantee progress unless you're willing to do the work.
I'm damaged because I don't want Mo to fuck my girl?
Yeah.
I thought I wasn't your girl.
But this is not mental health. This is mental gymnastics. Listen, I got chlamydia. You two should get checked out. You should too, Doc. Build this shit to Mo.
He seems angry.
Of course I knew. Come on, man. They all over the streets. Of course I knew you. Of course I knew you hit.
Like crazy on me, man.
No, Rory and MAL.
Let me see if I still got it.
Let me see.
We have to confirm with everyone that says, let me see if I still got it, if they ever had it.
That is true. That is true.
Like I'm sick of. Yo, let me see if I still got. Who said you had it?
You never had. You probably never even had it.
You never had a jumper.
No, I wanted to see if I still had it. It was close though.
I mean, Ray Rice confirmed that you never had it.
Ray Rice is a strong motherfucker. Man. Let me just say that again for the record. I can't believe
he was involved in that matchup.
Fam, that was crazy.
That's hysterical. We'll say that for another day. But I did want to bring something to your attention.
What's that?
I feel like we need to use this platform responsibly and like bring awareness to actual real issues.
COVID's dangerous.
It's true.
It's lethal.
It is.
It's a bit like the beef Notorious B.I.G. used to rap about when he said, beef is when your moms ain't safe up in the streets.
Never thought about that.
Beef is when I see you.
When I'm looking at you.
Guaranteed to be in ICU.
ICU, intensive care.
But when COVID sees you,
When it does.
you can end up in ICU. Maybe not at the same rate as Biggie's beef, but that's the point about risk. You don't want to test these streets
At all.
risk ending up in the ICU.
Of course not.
That's true. That's true. I never thought about it like that.
No, I never really added.
That was well said. Ari has a way of breaking down like the news and making it relatable, and you know.
No, I really never looked at COVID that seriously until I thought about like the beefs that Big had been through.
It makes sense now.
Maybe not at the same rapid pace, even though I really feel like more people have died from COVID. But I mean, I see what Ari was trying to take us there.
He was just trying to make it relatable and give it to us in a way where we would respect it and fear it as we should. But that's what Ari does though. He does that a lot.
That was like in what's that movie where is it Jennifer Garner? Whoever goes to the hood, Freedom Writers. It's like when the Freedom Writers, when she can't get through to them, then she quotes Tupac, and they're like, "Oh my God, I never even thought about poetry."
Exactly. Now I get it. Now I understand. I mean, listen, man. I like Ari though.
Imagine a bunch of gang members in a school that don't want to hear Shakespeare, but then you play "Keep Your Head Up," and you're like, "Yo,
I get it."
I never even.
Yeah. They try to make it, but I like teachers that do that though. It's a little cheesy and a little corny at times, but I do respect that they try to make it relatable and in a way where we can understand and get it. Because how else are we gonna learn?
From
we can remember every album, but we can't remember.
Because the album slap.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe when Jennifer Garner raps it to me, it doesn't slap.
Yeah, she was a little. It was a little cheesy. It's a lot of movies though. It was a period in time where movies were very cheesy. Like the early 2000s.
Yeah, I mean,
there was a lot of cheesy, corny movies.
It depends which genre. But I feel like I go back to all my favorite movies when I was a kid, and they're pretty cheesy.
RoboCop is the worst movie ever. I'm gonna just put that out there again. I know I said it before. I used to love RoboCop as a kid.
It was so bad looking back at Independence Day and like how blown away I was by those graphics.
Yeah,
and then to find out that like the Navy pilot that saves the world's wife was just a stripper hanging with the first lady. It was just a lot happened in that.
And all they had to do was give the aliens an enema, just put it up, put the spaceship up.
Just had to type some shit.
Put it up their ass.
Had to give them a Pornhub virus.
Yeah, like what the fuck is that, man? A lot of cheesy movies.
Yeah, and I feel like all like the hood classics were. I think Eazy-E kind of had a point with saying that Boys in the Hood was an after school special.
Nah, I don't know.
Like if you kind of go back and watch it.
Nah, Boys in the Hood was good.
It was great.
Yeah, it's a really,
but
really
like,
good movie.
Come on, man.
I get it, especially if you grew up in LA around that time. It could kind of seem a little, cheesy, but
it was like
us East Coasters, we loved Boys in the Hood when it came out.
No, it's great, but it's kind of like that Cat Williams joke when people try to buy those Chryslers that looked like a Bentley, and then a Bentley pulled up and it was like, "Oh, okay, you're not in a Bentley." That was like when you watched Boys in the Hood and then Menace to Society came out, and it was like, all right, Ice Cube. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
How was your weekend, man?
It was pretty chill, pretty cool. I didn't do too much. Hung out, a little bit. Went to dinner and shit. I'm going away this weekend though. Got to go out of town, see the family and stuff. So
it's always to see the family, right?
Well, this weekend. Absolutely.
When was your last wild weekend? When did things get out of hand? When was it not just like a calm dinner with
at least
friends and family, and you made up all the right choices? And
a wild weekend has been a while.
Every woman was respected.
Yeah, wow. It's been almost about 2 years. Well, because we lost a year, so we can't even count.
Yeah, I don't count that.
Yeah, we can't even count it.
Though you could get wild. You could have got wild during COVID.
Yeah, you could have, but it was like you would have to be like trying to really like set up the wild.
I asked people this week if they went on Zoom dates that during COVID, and they paused and said yes, and then I realized, oh, you went on real dates. You linked.
Yeah, absolutely.
You all linked.
Yeah, people were linking. People were linking during COVID. I wasn't one of them, but people were definitely linking, hanging out. People were traveling. But I haven't had a wild weekend. I think I'm due for a wild weekend though. What's a wild weekend at this point though?
I guess unprotected sex with a stranger, pregnancy scares.
Yeah, we're not gonna go that wild. What's like right underneath that?
Sex with a stranger with a condom, pregnancy scares.
Even with a condom?
Yeah, you're still scared. Ooh, this little piece of rubber. It's gonna stop life. Fuck, I'm on Earth. You know how much life is around me? Think this rubber is gonna stop it?
Oh man. Yeah, no, I don't want a pregnancy scare though.
Well, do you remember what the wild weekend was? 2 and 3 years ago?
There's a lot of weed, shrooms. I didn't do any though. A lot of naked night pool. Yeah.
I want you to hang out with like me and my white friends.
I'm dying to hang out with you and your white friends.
But like you can't like be Maul.
Who do I have to be?
You could be like Mike. How about Mike?
Okay.
We'll call you Mike.
Okay.
And you have to act like the rest of us. And you can't stop us from doing things that you may deem inappropriate.
Okay. I'm down for that.
It'll happen.
I'm definitely down for that. I love partying with white people though.
I went to the Yankee game with my white friends. Well, my white cousins. So I don't know if you're familiar with the anytime someone of a fan of the opposite team comes in, they do the asshole chant. Asshole,
absolutely.
Okay.
That's Yankee culture.
Yes. So that was happening, obviously. And security came, like multiple security guards, and stopped them and said it was too vulgar and you can no longer do the asshole chant at Yankee Stadium.
No way.
Swear to God. Swear to God.
What's next? They're going to stop you from doing a wave? The ocean wouldn't appreciate that.
It's a little offensive to some of the less stronger currents in the world.
What the fuck is going on, man? Like this shit is, but that's what I'm saying. Shit is it's just too out of control, man. Everything is offensive. Everything is, an insult. It's like, fam, come on, man. Now, who's insulted at being called an asshole?
And then,
like, what athlete in a visiting stadium is offended by that?
Mind you, the Red Sox fan was standing up and like taking it all and loved it. It was the entire thing.
He knows what it is.
Then one of the female, I don't know if that's correct. One of the female security guards.
You don't know if it's correct to call her female security.
One of the what I deemed as gender.
Yeah, because you don't know what
female,
she identifies herself
and I don't know if security guard is securing the perimeter of the stadium for everyone's safety. Suggested we shouldn't do that because there was also children present. And I was like, well, how else you're setting this kid up for failure in life? Like if the asshole chant at Yankee Stadium is too much for him to hear,
come on,
he's in trouble.
Absolutely. Like if he's
gonna have a rough time out there.
You can't grow up as a Yankee fan in the Bronx and be at a Yankee versus Boston Red Sox of all teams
night game
and not call Boston Red Sox assholes.
Listen,
like, come on, fam. You can't take that from us. Like, you can take
in the bleacher seats.
Take the popcorn, take the Cracker Jack. Leave the assholes.
Yeah.
Now, come on, man. Enough is enough. I'm seeing that, but this is what they're taking. They're taking everything from us at this point.
Well, they're selling Bud Light cherry seltzers at.
Oh my!
So
God.
you kind of see where the culture is going.
Asshole, but I could order a Bud Light seltzer.
Yes,
cherry seltzer.
Matter of fact, if you're holding a Bud Light cherry seltzer at Yankee Stadium, maybe not asshole, maybe, hey, I think your team's probably just not as good as ours, should be the chant.
I don't think you guys are as talented as we are.
Your talent is subpar compared to our franchise.
Fuck out of here, man. This is just too much, man. That's why I don't like going out anymore, because you don't know what's offensive. You don't know what to do. It's like you have to learn the world all over again.
Yeah, more or less. I mean, that's what Cuomo tried to say. Didn't really work though. Yo, I had no idea you couldn't grab her titties. Like when I was growing up.
When I was growing up, it was just a way to say hello.
Haven't you watched Mad Men?
Yeah, like what the fuck? Weirdo.
Anyways, but yeah, that was actually really weird to me.
The Yankees won?
The Yankees did win.
The Yankees been on a roll.
Seven innings. It was a double header. So the second game was only 7 innings.
Is that like a new thing they're doing?
I didn't want to sound like the ignorant one at the game, but 7th inning came and I was ready to stretch and everyone was ready to go.
And that was over?
Mm-hmm. 7 innings.
Yeah. Oh, well. I mean, I like that. I know they changed a few of the rules in baseball. You now get a runner on like second base if you go to extra innings or some shit like that. Try to speed up the game.
Listen,
I don't
man,
know. I don't know. You can't say asshole no more, but you can put a runner on second to start the inning. In the 10th inning, you can put a runner on second. Like, whatever.
They took steroids away and look where we are.
Exactly. Bring steroids back to baseball. Make baseball great again.
I completely agree.
Yeah, make baseball great.
Let everyone take every performing enhancing drug. Let's see how far we can take athletics.
If everybody, if it's not illegal, which means everybody could take it, everybody's on the same playing field. Common sense.
I'm the complete opposite of what they were saying about Sha'Carri. Let Sha'Carri smoke weed and give her horse tranquilizers, and let's see how fast she can run. Let's break every record we could find.
That's still
let's do a land speed record as a human.
Yeah, like that's still wild to me that they didn't allow her to run because of marijuana.
I'm a big supporter, but come Saturday when you guys are hearing this, she's racing against all the 3 Jamaicans that won. So, bro,
you already know.
I like her too, guys.
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah,
I'm supporting her. I want to see her win.
It's gonna be tough though. It's gonna be tough.
It's a little different over there.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
But anyways, yeah. With that said, I don't even know how we did a deep dive into sports.
I was on IG and I noticed that if I wanted to, I can have Meek add some decor to my place. I thought about it. I thought about hitting him up.
Okay.
Letting Meek do some interior decorating.
We have similar algorithms.
Yeah, we do. Absolutely.
I was minding my business, scrolling through my IG at an hour that I don't really want to see Meek's face.
Yeah.
I have no issue with Meek's face,
right.
But past a certain time, I don't really need to see Meek like that.
Yeah.
And I see Meek, I believe his legs were crossed in khakis.
No, his legs weren't crossed. I'm not going to let you do that to Meek. His legs weren't crossed.
His posture was fire.
He was sitting on the edge.
Posture was amazing.
Oh yeah, he was sitting on the edge of the couch.
Back.
Yeah. He was sitting like a man.
He was in one of those polos that like you don't really know the brand. It's for people that own.
It wasn't
teams.
a polo. He had a t-shirt on. He had a t-shirt.
No, fam.
He had a white t-shirt on.
I screenshotted.
I know you did. He had a white. I think he had an all white t-shirt, man. He didn't have a polo on.
It wasn't Lacoste. It wasn't polo. He had one of those polo shits that.
How you put Meek in some khakis with his legs crossed in a polo? No, he had
some loafers on with it.
No, he just had some I don't know what type of pants. We had a t-shirt on. They tried to.
Okay, all right. He has a slim fit t-shirt.
Yeah.
But paired with this khaki combo, like he was trying to give you.
He's giving you grown. You know,
I could still go to Philly.
Mature,
but
yeah.
Like maybe downtown Philly.
Yeah, I can go to brunch in Philly right now. Yeah, absolutely.
And it's some type of background that appears to be like a high-end luxury apartment in Manhattan.
There. Yeah, he wasn't there. They definitely added that to the photo.
And it says celebrity interiors, Meek Mill. And then it has a link underlined where it says shop Meek.
Mm-hmm. You shop for Meek.
I'm not shopping Meek. I'm not clicking to shop Meek.
But you don't want Meek to like help you with your interior decorating? Meek looked like he could pick out some fire palettes and shit like that.
Meek, a lot of leopard I feel like Meek would put in your house.
Yeah, he give you some good colors.
A lot of cheetah print.
Good colors.
A lot of leather.
Matte. He seemed like he'll give you a lot of matte black around the house. Like he'll keep it like, you know, that dark, that manly bachelor vibe.
No, Meek would be like, yo, this whole room, let's just do what they did in Belly.
Yeah.
You know that's what he would do. This is just a Belly room.
Absolutely. Everything black and white, this entire room.
I just want to know how Meek partnered up. And listen, maybe his eye and his palette is...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He might actually...
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I would like to know. I would like to know if he's really into decor like that. If he's really into like interior decorating and shit like that. That would be like... That's an interesting thing to learn about Meek. Like, oh shit, you really into like interior decorating? I didn't know that.
And I didn't even see here. We could go inside the Manhattan home of Grammy Award nominated artist Meek Mill. One, I didn't know he lived in Manhattan, and y'all are snitching. If I'm Meek, right. Just put like tri-state.
Right. Yeah, like just give him like a
Manhattan is only
that's like right here, big. And then now everybody's gonna look at that backdrop and like, okay, I know exactly where that building is. The Hood Olympics have started on IG.
What are the Hood Olympics?
The milk crate staircase. People all over the country are trying to climb up a staircase of milk crates stacked on top of each other to see who can make it up and down.
I respect it.
I respect it too until you start to see people breaking their arms and their legs. Because it's not easy to stand on top of a milk crate by itself, let alone stacking them on top of each other trying to walk up the milk crates.
I mean, listen, it looks like it takes critical thinking, physical strength,
mental fortitude.
Yeah, this looks like this is some real skill building shit.
Yeah.
I will say though, I'm actually kind of happy social media is getting back to this because I do subscribe now. This could be pessimistic. Ignorance is bliss. I miss when social media was just planking and shit.
Yeah, it was a fun time.
Yeah,
fun time.
Expert social media isn't really for me.
Yeah.
Like let's all just go do dumb shit and film it.
Yeah, let's have fun. Let's
ignore all our problems.
Yeah, let's have fun. Everybody in the hood come together, stack some milk crates on top of each other. There's been some cash prizes, you know, help people pay some bills. A little $200 here, $300 here, you know.
I think I can get to the third step. Fourth step. Give me fourth step.
Yeah, I think around the third, fourth is where it gets shaky. That's where it gets, because milk crates, they're the exact same size. So when you stack them, they're literally like, you know what I mean? There's no room to wiggle and give. It's like literally you have to be able to walk like a ninja. You have to take ninja steps.
Shorty was just stretching before.
This the Hood Olympics. You got to stretch before the Hood Olympics. You got to make sure. You got to make sure your body is limber. Yeah, you got to make sure your body is limber. Maybe she's preparing for the fall.
Has anyone made it successfully through? Who is like the Carl Lewis of?
I've seen one young lady make it all the way across. They say she kind of sort of cheated because she basically ran down it, but she made it. You know.
Do they drug test with this? Can you smoke weed and participate?
All drugs are accepted.
Encouraged.
Yeah, they encourage you to be high when you try this. Preferably, those are not your milk crates. I hope you're not just using the milk crates from your home and going outside and stacking them up.
Well, as long as they're regulation size.
Yes, I think they have people that check the crates, make sure they're regulation. I think they have referees there to make sure that you're wearing the right sneakers, because they don't want you wearing cleats. Because cleats can go inside the milk crate holes.
You coming up with the milk crate.
Yeah. So, they make sure you have the right footwear, the right equipment. I'm hearing Nike is great to get behind this.
Okay.
I'm hearing Puma is at the table as well. So yeah, man, I love it. I love the Hood Olympics, man. Let's keep the Hood Olympics going. Anything to keep the community coming together and having a great time. Shyne is back in America as a diplomat.
I like that. Shout out
to Shyne, man. It's an amazing story. Shyne looks more like President Obama every time I see him on Instagram.
I don't think all black people look alike, so I'm not going to agree.
No, all black people don't look alike, but he has the same low haircut, no beard, same kind of complexion. He definitely has some grays coming in there now.
I think he looks more like Kenny Anderson than President Obama.
He looks like a little bit like Kenny Anderson, but it's definitely, I saw one picture and it was like a quick take. I was scrolling. I was like, was that? Oh no, that's Shyne. I thought it was President Obama, but Shyne is back in America for the first time since being deported in 2009. He is back as a diplomat and a representative of Belize.
Okay. Is he wearing the Yankee fitted with the suit?
I want him to throw the fitted on one time. He has to throw the fitted on one time for the culture, man. He has to. This is like, come on. This is like this is a complete story now. Like the last time we saw you were walking in courthouses, fighting for your freedom, fighting a case.
With a Yankee fitted on.
With different fitteds on with your suits. And now to come back to America as a diplomat and a representative of Belize,
especially when Dipset needs it the most.
Oh my God! To throw the fitted on now. Is
he going to meet with the locks to like try to clear this whole thing up?
That would be great. Actually,
they need a representative.
That would be fire.
Right now.
That would be fire for like the locks and the diplomats to sit down with a real diplomat now. Like that would be fire. And it's Shyne. It's Shyne Poe. Like are you?
They were label mates.
Yeah, like that would be crazy. Like that's the culture of hip hop. In a nutshell, right there. That's like that photo would be like, this is what hip hop.
The first time I was ever cursed out in the music business was from Shyne.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did you soil your pants?
Well, I didn't know who it was. It was over the phone, and I didn't quite know who it was at first. He had just gotten out of jail, and he still had a contract with Def Jam, and I was answering phones there as an intern. Okay. And a gentleman with a raspy voice was looking for Gabby. Shout out to Gabby. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, she's not available. And I think someone, you'd think someone that just did 10 years might be a little bit more patient.
Right. No.
He was not patient.
No.
And didn't give a fuck who I was.
Yeah.
Not that I was anybody.
No.
But go get Gabby.
Yeah, right now.
And I said, well, she's not available, sir. I'll have to talk to you later.
Yeah.
And I hung up, and then he called back. And then the louder he got.
So you hung up on Shyne?
I did. And then the louder he got on the second call, I realized, I think this is Shyne.
Yeah. And then I think I'm in danger now.
I was like, wait, this sounds like a lot like Shyne.
Yeah.
And then I realized, oh yeah, he just got out of jail.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like a jail phone. It was a regular phone.
Right.
And I guess for my safety, luckily, he did not come into the office.
Okay, good.
But I would have found a nice little nook to hide in at that point.
Man, yeah.
Well, yeah, no, Shyne was about, I think he'll make a great diplomat because he certainly did not take my no for an answer to go find the person he was trying to talk to.
Right, he was very persistent. He didn't take no for an answer. Yeah, I think he'd be a great, well, obviously he's doing a great job. I believe he will be the next prime minister of Belize.
You follow Belize politics?
I mean, he's well on his way. They love him. He's a great representative of the country. His story is amazing. Like, why not?
Do you know a lot about Belize?
I have a lot of close friends from there. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a lot of
and
close friends from
they're
Belize.
really into like what Shyne is doing.
They like it. Yeah, they like what he's representing. He's representing, that you can be a young man and make mistakes and you can turn your life around. You shouldn't be, outcasted forever from a mistake you made when you were in your 20s.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So he's just representing that. And
10 years was harsh too.
Absolutely. So, I like that. He's an example of what a second chance could do for somebody. So I'm absolutely behind that. Shout out to Shyne, shout out to Belize, and shout out to Puff, because he had a lot to do with, I read he had a lot to do with Shyne being able to come back and, represent Belize and get his diplomatic.
Did he really?
That's what I read, yeah. I read that. Yeah,
I wasn't sure whether
I don't know if it's true or not, but I read it. So if it is true, shout out to Puff.
I wasn't sure where the Shyne and Puff relationship stood at this point.
Oh no, I think that's Shyne is he seems like he's past all of that. Like whatever happened then, he's past that. He's moved on, and now he's representing his homeland, and I'm back in the States for the first time in 12 years.
Oh, well, I'd love to see that.
Great story.
I like these types of redemption.
Amazing story.
Good to
Amazing
see you doing
story.
well.
Yeah.
Shyne has kids too, I believe. So good to see that that's happening. Yeah, I'm glad he wasn't. Forgot. I was thinking over the weekend what happened, and this kind of ties into this, I suppose. What happened to so many of the first ladies of each rap label? I feel like every sub rap label we got, 3 or 4 dudes would make it, and then they'd be like, "Yo, it's time. We're introducing you to the first lady of Rockefeller."
Yeah.
Why are they forgotten about so quick?
I don't know.
We've had some that have made it.
Yeah.
Definitely had some that made it, but I feel like at least the early 2000s, they gave a Mill every Just Blaze beat that you could find. And then we no longer saw a Mill. I don't know what happened with Sean and Disturbing the Peace. I don't know what happened. Well, we saw what happened with Olivia and G-Unit. She went on to have a good career with Love and Hip Hop and all that. Should dudes just not run the women's side of labels anymore? I feel like they just never make it. They're just gone immediately.
I think it definitely would help to have more female representation at the labels working with the female talent. I think that would help.
Cause with Olivia, it was all right, let's introduce y'all. Here's the first lady of G-Unit. And it's well, she's just gonna sing the hooks to these violent records, to these and then have a pretty face. Yeah. And then we're gonna try to put an R&B album out.
Yeah.
And see how the fans like it.
It was a time in music where that was it was the cookie cutter thing. Every label had to have their first lady.
Yeah.
But I think that approach was wrong. I think that, it was you put on a hook, she might have a record that pops, and we then after that, that catches some momentum, then we could try to record an album. But again, I don't know if it was because it wasn't enough female representation as far as, on the executive side behind these women's, their careers. And I think that would help because, women communicate with each other differently than they would with men. Men being executives, sometimes we just don't get it. We don't understand the female artists.
Because it worked with Murder Inc., but I think Murder Inc. was making female inspired type of music to begin with, so it's easier to put Ashanti into that system.
Right.
Everybody else, I feel just failed miserably until maybe Cash Money and Nicki, which I guess would be Young Money. Did Cash Money ever have a first lady?
I'm not sure. Well, no, before that, we got to go back. Eve with Rough Riders.
Eve with Rough Riders certainly worked. Yeah. That definitely worked. But Eve was definitely of that cloth, so it made a little bit more sense. The way Eve was rapping and type of music she was making.
Yeah.
I'm thinking more the first lady R&B shit. Even though Emil was rapping, she still kind of had a melodic.
Oh, so you're talking about just strictly R&B?
Yeah, because I feel...
Well, it's tough because a lot of those labels were known for just rap.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's you're known for rap, you're known for this sound, and then you want to give us an R&B act. It's kind of it's not really what your algorithm is. You know what I mean? Back then, that probably was the algorithm. It's rap, gangster rap, gang. Now you want R&B? Nah, we're not really fucking with that.
Well, I do kind of miss the times where it was you had to have your R&B hook rap song on every single album.
Yeah.
I feel like that shit is gone now. When's the last time that exists? 16, girl on the hook.
Nah.
16,
first of all, it's not even a 16 no more. That alone is not even a thing anymore.
I think Drake from Time might be the last record that was like that.
What, 16 in the hook?
Like that style of we're gonna rap, put a girl on the hook, and then we're gonna rap again, and the girl on the hook, and then it's over. Like you know, the R&B record that went on every guy's. That was the 21 Questions, Karma, that.
Right, that was a prototypical way of making rec. Yeah, but you know what? I'm happy that changed though, because in a sense that's too repetitive. It's the same thing over and over and over. Like I'm happy now with a lot of the ways that these new artists they create their songs. It's like 20 bars, 24 bars, a hook.
I do too, and I can
the hook might be first, and then like 9 bars. Like
so usually the hook first.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like I kind of like that. I like that they switched it up like that.
But the way like they do the nostalgic shit, and I mean, I guess all the shit like Berg makes is kind of in that realm a little bit as far as like let's rap, then we'll do the hook.
Well, he comes from that.
It just I feel like other people could start doing that nostalgia shit a little bit better, because I did appreciate when we stopped doing such structured songs, but now it's getting a bit out of hand where I don't even know, like I feel for DJs, like where do I even start to cut this record?
How do I transition into this record?
This is insane.
But you know, again, I think it goes back to just as an artist, you know, it's really, you don't really have any rules. How you choose to create your art is how you choose to create it. I just don't like the fact that all of these younger acts kind of sound alike. Like I can't differentiate like,
but we talk
voices
and
shit.
That's our ear. Like to everyone, no, to but the kids, they could tell. We can't.
Well, yeah, they can tell because they're entrenched in it, so they can like, you know, they know who's who, and like, but you know, us, we just hear a record. I can't tell the difference anymore.
I'm sure they would say about our era, they probably couldn't even tell Nas's voice.
No, you can tell Nas's voice. Like
we can, man. These kids can't.
Well, that's true.
It's different type of ears. Speaking of that shit though, not to get too much into current events, but that Lizzo and Cardi thing was interesting to watch these past few days.
What happened? I'm not.
Well, they put out a record, and you know Cardi, anytime she's a feature, comes with a video, and the video tends to be a little racy, if you will.
Okay.
Like, you know, people will be naked for the most part. And she did a record with Lizzo with the same formula, but you know, different body type, if you will. And naturally the interneted, and I guess I look at this in a different angle. This is the response I felt like they were going for though.
Like what? Everyone outraged?
Not outraged. The body shaming, fat jokes, as well as people feeling empowered from it. I feel like this is what they were getting from, because like when they did the WAP video with Meg and Cardi, got 2 reactions. People loved to see Meg and Cardi be themselves, body positive, all that type of stuff. And then you got everyone else that was super outraged at a specific topic, which was, how could you ever say wet ass pussy? What about the children? Oh my God, this is terrible. With this one, you got body positive. We like our bodies. And I'm sure plenty of people that have these shaped bodies felt empowered by it. It was great to see that. And then you got outraged people that say, yo, I don't want to see that shit. So what else are you trying to provoke from these videos?
Right.
It almost feels like you know exactly what is going to happen from it. And then you know your outrage response. How could you guys get mad at us for doing this video? Like it's becoming a formula. It's just that the Lizzo one is a different formula.
Well, people are going to react to everything now. We know that. So they knew a reaction was coming. But yeah, I can see that being part of it. They knew what was going to come of this. Cardi is obviously pregnant. And then, you know, the body type thing, but still being sexy, still being, you know.
I feel like now the whole marketing plan for everything, and this is not just, I'm not just saying this from the Lizzo video. I say this with all the ones before it as well. It's just to capitalize on the split outrage opinion of what it is, and then to be outraged by the outrage. Yeah, well, now we're sitting here like, oh my God, why are people saying these mean things
but that's
about this body type?
That's
gonna
happen.
That was going to happen.
Yeah, that's going to happen. I don't care.
But you also know that people that have those body types actually feel empowered that they are now in one of these videos.
They're being represented. Yeah.
Exactly. It's great.
But that's what everybody's going to have a reaction. Everybody's going to feel some type of way. Some people are going to be happy. Some people are going to be outraged. I think that these artists know that. Lizzo obviously doesn't give a fuck. People, anytime she says anything or walks outside, somebody has something to say about it.
Well, she did an interview and said that she does give a fuck.
Oh, really?
She said, yeah, anytime, and I'm paraphrasing. Anytime she's, because they had said, yo, you always feel like your chin is always up. You always look super positive all the time. She's like, yeah, I look that way even when I'm really upset. Yeah, she doesn't like the comments as well, which is understandable. But I kind of feel like when you do, you have to understand the world to some degree. When you do a video like this, you know the type of reaction that is going to come.
They lean into that.
So if you feel like, all right, I know this will affect a lot of people positively too, because there will be so many people. There's more people that are naturally shaped that way in the world, because that's just how humans are shaped naturally.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, people are going to appreciate that. So I don't know, just leaning into the negative. I get it, but it felt scripted to me the same way it did with WAP too, when they knew people would be outraged about the kids thing, and that's what they focused on. Yeah, let's go after that. And let's do the back and forth for everyone else.
People definitely market to outrage for sure. Like, we know that. That's not a secret. That is part of the marketing plan now. Like, how do we get people to be outraged and voice their opinions and go online and start all of these polls and these hashtags, and you know, that's all. It's all part of the game. It's all part of just the numbers and the algorithms and all this other shit that people play into. But I didn't hear the record. More importantly, how was the music?
It's cool. I mean, I'm not the biggest Lizzo fan, like music wise. I have nothing to do with her at all.
Yeah, but she's definitely not targeting.
No, of course not. Do I understand why people love her music? Of course. It's catchy fucking music. She makes good music as far as pop style that I know people are going to like. Right. But I mean, it's a song I'm not going to listen to. Yeah. No. But then again, I didn't really like listen to WAP either.
Yeah, they're definitely not targeting.
Like the Normani song, I love. I think it's a really good record. I think the video was amazing. I don't go back to the crib like in my house. I'm like, let me throw on this Normani.
Had a rough day.
I just don't. So for me to comment on these types of records, it's probably not fair to
it's not for us. It's not. They're not marketing towards us. They're not targeting us. But you know, we can still listen and give our opinion, because that's what you do as a consumer. You have the right to give your opinion on what you purchased and, you know, invested in. So it is what it is. But
just some of this marketing, it's just not working on me. Again, it's not, the marketing's not for me.
It's not for you.
But the overall outrage that you continue to reply to has to do with the general public.
I don't mind the outrage and all of that, as long as the music is still of a certain quality. As long as it's not just like, you know, as long as you can tell, like, okay, they really made a record. Like, this is a record. This is something that's dope. And when you start to just see like the record is trash and you can see the marketing, that's when I'm like, oh, y'all just trying to just get the numbers to jump and spike and all of that shit. Like, give us good music, because at the end of the day, that's what counts.
You know what's the brilliance of outrage marketing? Like the sheer brilliance of it is it makes everyone feel involved and important. And feel like they're part of whatever side of the cause you're on. Right. That's what outrage marketing murders in. Like, you have now taken everyone that would not listen to this song or care about this song or this video. They're gonna go listen to it. Now we feel like we're part of it. Yeah. And now I feel like I'm part of a conversation.
Right. And not only that, the people that didn't hear the record, they're going to see all of the outrage. Now they want to see what everybody's outraged about. Like, okay, well, let me go listen to this record that everybody seems to be either loving or upset about or whatever. I need to just go see what people are talking about.
And on top of that, I feel like every label, manager, marketer, etc., kind of uses the barbs as a blueprint when artists start to get a core fan base. Anytime, part of what has made Nicki so amazing is her fan base. As annoying as we say they are a lot, they're brilliant and they're dedicated. So. I know you're a barb, and I think you're annoying. So, the brilliance of how much anytime something negative happens for Nicki, it always comes out as a positive, because you have that fan base that is going to drive that shit up in that conversation like you would not fucking believe. There'll be so much defending. Like, sometimes I feel like it's better for people to be going against Nicki in certain cases, because it gets her fan base so riled up that they're going to make sure we are going to stream every fucking thing that we can. We are now part of this cause. Right. And that's how I feel like some of these videos and narratives and interviews go. Lizzo, I know, has a core fan base, and I'm sure they want to fight for her. Right. What's the best way to fight for her? Let's start a conversation about, yo, I put this video out. It's body positive. I feel great in it. People are still shitting on me.
Everything is to get a reaction. Everything is to get some type of momentum behind something. And, you know, again, like I said, if the music, all of that is fine because I know that's part of it now. But as long as the music is still of a certain quality and certain level, I don't mind.
I'm talking like I care. I was just watching Ozzy Brothers on Tiny Desk.
I cared about that. Tiny Desk?
They did, yeah. It came out yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I got to check that.
Like, that's important to me.
Yeah, no, that's... Fuck everything else we just said.
I stopped what I was doing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah?
It's amazing. Shout out to Tiny Desk.
Yeah, I got to watch that.
They killed that.
I came across somebody else had a Tiny Desk that I had no... The Dream had a Tiny Desk.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
I didn't know that. I had no idea Dream did a Tiny Desk.
Yeah, you'd be surprised at the amount of acts that are there.
I got to watch that Ozzy Brothers one. I can't even believe I haven't seen it yet.
It's phenomenal. T-Pain is a really good one. That's, a couple years old.
Yeah, I saw that one.
T-Pain Body. Mac Miller's is amazing.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Tiny Desk is that shit. But I guess now that we're on music, you listen to the Bo Jackson Alchemist Boldy James project?
Yeah. What you thought about it?
I thought about, maybe hitting you up and seeing if you got any connections of, like, I could start small. I could start yelling 5-0 on the corner. Yeah. Like, you could start me out at a young. I can yell Squale from the corner.
Yeah.
No, it's a really, really good project.
I like Boldy James, man. Like, yeah, I like Boldy James a lot, man. I like his style. I like the fact that, I respect the artists that are just themselves and they're not trying to sound like anybody else. They're not trying to look like nobody else. They're not trying to like fit into a certain, mold of what's going on. They're not like, I still respect, because again, that's what, I was raised on that. That's how I came up listening to music. I respected artists like that. And Boldy is a representative of that type of artist where it's just like, I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm not really paying attention to what's going on out here. I'm only moving when I want to move and what feels right to me, what sounds right to me. That's what we doing. I respect that.
Why hasn't Griselda done a Soul Griselda tour?
Just Griselda? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm sure they have last year. Yeah, I'm sure they have it in the works. I'm sure they've talked about it. And I'm sure it'll happen. I'm sure it'll happen. They have the roster.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like they definitely have the roster. With Westside, his brain and his curation and just the things that he's doing with art and everything like that. I think it would be it's a no-brainer. I'm more than positive that that's coming. I'm sure that that's already being put together. But yeah, I know it's coming because when you start to look at their roster, it's like, whoa, like they have some really serious acts and the numbers that they're doing, with the music and with merch and shit like that. And then how everything looks. Everything is like a collection, a piece. So yeah, I'm more than positive. Griselda tour is definitely coming.
Yeah, or some type of just one-off festival. Mm-hmm. If it's in Buffalo, if it's in Atlanta.
No, they're definitely going to go on. They can definitely tour.
A roster now that's so active as far as fans will actually come out. They have that type of core fan base. But yeah, it was just random in there. Did you see the Lil Wayne interview with Emmanuel Acho, I believe is his name? If I mispronounced that, I apologize. But he has a platform called Uncomfortable Conversations. He talked about mental health with Wayne. And typically when there's Wayne interviews as of recent, outside of his podcast stuff, they haven't been the greatest. I feel like people have thrown a microphone in Wayne's face when it probably didn't need to be there at the moment. Mm-hmm. I don't think Wayne was in a place to even really have those type of conversations. Mm-hmm. This was the complete opposite. Yeah, this was a really good conversation. Wayne got into trying to commit suicide, his depression. I was a bit more shocked at the response of it, of people feeling like Wayne, like, damn, I never would have thought that of Wayne. And I'm like, have y'all been listening?
One of my favorite Wayne songs, I Feel Like Dying.
Yeah, in no way would I say he's one of the first artists to like get into mental health stuff, but his whole career, I really felt like Wayne has been crying for help like a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we talked about that before. I think we may have touched on that a little bit, pause. But you know, I mean, I'm glad Wayne is at a space where he could talk about it, and you know, hopefully he's continuing to get the help that he needs, and the love and support that he needs, because he is one of our treasures. He's, again, I always say, like, to me, Wayne is one of the most important pieces in hip hop, one of the realest pieces in hip hop, because for him to, you know, put his ego to the side and move out of the way and allow Nicki and Drake to become the stars that they became when he was at the height of his career. I don't know if we've ever seen that happen before, where an artist as big as Wayne was, you know, stepped to the side and allowed his artists to shine and become the superstars that they are.
And his only issue with that entire thing was, why did Drake fuck one of my side chicks while I was in Rikers? Only time he kicked up some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the only riff he had. Why would he do that?
Yeah, it's like, you know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. It's just like, we gotta really respect Wayne, man, because that's not something that a lot of people are willing and know how to do, which is put their ego to the side, especially when you are as big of a star as Wayne, and, you know, to just literally say, you know what, I'm gonna put my shit on hold and let my crew eat and let them shine, and let them become mega stars, and let them change the culture and change the game. And, you know, that just does not happen. We do not see that. We usually see the superstar then have these younger acts or these acts up under him and hear them making a record, and he takes the record for himself and, you know, keeps furthering his career and his stardom. That's what we're used to seeing. We're not used to seeing the guy say, you know what, nah, hold on, let me get out the way, let them go, let them eat. So, you know, for me, forever, Wayne is, you know, one of my favorite people just for that alone. Like, that takes a lot of, you know, it's a certain type of person that will do something like that.
I mean, I was shocked that he was saying he knew at a really, really young age that he did have mental health problems, because you see with, you know, Wayne's not your typical child star, but he's a child star.
Absolutely.
He's a child star.
And he went through a lot of trauma.
And typically those child stars don't realize that mental health problem till way later on. And he was talking about suicide at 12 years old.
Yeah.
And to feel that way at 12 and then be a superstar, well, let me not say superstar right away, but a star from when you were 14 to now, and you have not killed yourself, is crazy. And that's crazy. And I
love
that it didn't happen. I just want to make that
clear. Absolutely. But I like this for Wayne, because I think that if anybody can actually make, you know, therapy and talking about mental health cool and okay, would be somebody like Wayne, because he doesn't really talk a lot.
Yeah.
He doesn't sit down. So, you know, he's not doing this because, you know, it's the wave right now and it's what everybody's doing. He you can tell it's coming from a genuine place. And, you know, he's just that type of figure where if he's sitting down talking about it and he's saying, like, you know, you have to get therapy, even if you feel like you don't, you should. It's, you know, mental health is part of physical health. It's just the way you go to the gym. You need to go to therapy and sit down and talk to somebody. And because they can help you understand certain things, certain traumas that you might be suppressing, especially being a superstar like Wayne. You have all of this money, which means you have access to whatever you want. So if you want to abuse drugs, it's dangerous because you have so much money that you can supply your habit and end up in a position where, you know, you spiral out of control and want to kill yourself and all of these things. So I like the fact that, you know, if Wayne is going to sit down and address this mental health thing and talk about his issues and put them out there, I think it hits more coming from Wayne, because he really doesn't sit down and talk to people, and he doesn't. Yeah. So, you know, he's not doing this just to catch a moment. Yeah. Like, he's really doing this because it's something that he cares about, and it's something that he wants to put out there to help other people that are dealing with the same thing.
He'll slip in on a Solange record and say, I tried to kill myself and it didn't work. I was so mad. But I had an interesting, this is random, off topic, but not really. At the Donda show, I had a halfway sarcastic but serious conversation with a gentleman. I won't say his name, but certainly famous and has been famous for a long time and has talked about his grievances with fame and with mental health. And we were watching the Kanye show, and I said to him, man, it must be nice to find religion as a rich person instead of a poor person. And his eyebrows went up, and he was like, I completely disagree. And I said, well, when people are finding religion when they're poor, it's usually because they have nothing and they're trying to find something with hope and with actual faith. to survive the day because they don't have anything really material that can keep them going. The only thing they have is hope.
Right.
So they need something to believe in, and this will continue to have them work every single day, even if it looks like there's no light at the end. And he was like, nah, man, when you're rich, trying to find religion means you've attained every last thing you thought you ever needed in your entire life, and you're still empty. And you still have nothing going on. Like we said, poor people with religion, like, yeah, that's their way to go. They bring their family there. It's something that keeps this family unit together and everything. Usually when rich and famous people find it, it's because they have everything. And they thought that's all they ever needed. And now they're just this empty vessel and they have to go find it. So like we're watching the Donna thing, not to say he was saying this about Kanye West at all.
Right.
But it was like, this is an example of someone that has reached the highest successes of success and still can't figure it out. Like you realize you could still be that person waiting for the bus, and it's not going to matter what your God is if you're not happy yourself.
Yeah, it's not. It's all within. It's all, you know. Again, you can have all the money in the world, you can have all the success and fame and stardom, but if you're not, you know, when you're alone and in your home and you're in bed with your own thoughts and everything, that's who you are. You know what I mean? Everything outside the home and, you know, people love you for and what they recognize you for, your talent and your God-given abilities, you know, that's good too. But if you don't have something inside of you where you're at peace with yourself and you have a certain understanding of who you really are, you know what I mean? Minus the lights and the cameras, who you are as a person. And, you know, if your mental health is not there and you have a lot of issues in your family, your household that you're dealing with, those are the things that make you who you are. You know what I mean? Everything else is just what God has given, and, you know, it brings people to you and people show you love, or, you know, what you deem to be love and appreciation. But if you're not right within, none of that shit matters. You know what I mean? That shit is like, you know, it's okay for the moment. But again, once the noise stops and once the cheers stop and once the arena is empty, who are you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I agree with them to some degree, but I also said, there's also people that are paying 10% of their tithes to their church and are making, you know, $300 a week. This guy just rented out an arena to go through his episode. So don't talk to me.
I mean, you go through your episodes however you can. You know what I mean? However you can get your shit off, and, you know, and
it's a little different.
Your therapy, get your therapy shit off. Like, you know, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, if you're not right within, like, that shit don't matter. So I was sitting home, man. I was thinking about a lot of things that I just hate, like things that annoy me.
Okay.
And one of the things that really annoys me is when people screenshot who they're on FaceTime with and then post it on social media. That shit really bothers me.
It's an invasion of privacy.
Why? We just want to ask simple questions. Why? Why do that?
They want us to see who they're on FaceTime with. That's the easy one. That's right to it.
Why? They want us to
look at this person, because I'm really not that cool with this person. So I want the world to know that I'm cool with this person. If I was that cool with that person, I wouldn't do that. But
I hate that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't. That just is just. It just.
It's the lay of the land at this point. And you just never.
How do you know what the lay of the land? How many?
I know the lay of the land.
Across the land.
I've laid on the land. I've laid a lot of this land.
You have. You and your forefathers. Yes, you stole a lot of this land too. But we ain't gonna talk about that.
We prefer lay of the land.
Oh, okay. Now listen. I get it, man.
So Native Americans, yo, let's lay on this.
Let's lay on this land right here. That
we brought some people over here and said, y'all lay on it for us.
Exactly. Oh my God. I also hate when people, like, you know, when you have a text conversation, and please don't do this, Rory. If I pass away before you, God forbid, but please don't post text messages between us. Like when I gave you encouraging words. I don't even know if I've ever given you encouraging words through text.
You haven't, by the way.
But if I have, don't ever be like, yo, you know, I got to keep it going for Mal, like, because, you know, this is my God. Don't screenshot any of my text messages and post them. Please don't do that.
Matter of fact, the most encouraging thing you've ever texted me was, man, we not going over there tomorrow.
That's as far as it goes. That's as far as it goes.
What's the most encouraging thing I've ever heard? I ain't going over there.
Look, it worked out though. Listen, man, fuck that. We ain't going over there.
Encouraging.
Yeah, absolutely. Fuck that. We ain't going over there.
No, that is always kind of weird to me.
Yeah, I don't understand. It's like, bro, like, I'm more than positive that person did not want that to be public information. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's typically from the people that were never that close with you.
I just don't, it's just certain shit about that just rubs me wrong. Like, I don't even know what to do. Like, if somebody posts on their social media, like someone that passed away, do you like that picture? Like, I don't like that this person passed away.
I always get awkward that one too. I've accepted now that it's okay to like that, but it took me like 3 or 4 years to be like, all right, you're saying this person died.
Yeah, I don't like
Why would I like this?
I don't like this picture. But, you know, I'm prayers to the family and to you and your friend, but I don't know if I should like this picture.
And I shouldn't laugh, but I laugh more at the people that post like the text message combos that like are mad regular. Mm-hmm. Like I could see, all right, if there was some cool, like really long paragraph encouragement you gave me, like I just want to show how positive this person was in my life. Like they really helped me. Like, let's keep this message going on. I've seen people like really post text message combos like, yo, where we at tonight?
Yeah.
Yo, he was such an exciting person. He always went out. He was so vibrant. Like, no, fan, he was asking what the move was.
Who was it that posted a DM from somebody, like a celebrity, somebody that DM? It was a girl. And she posted a DM from a celebrity, somebody that passed away, and was like, damn, I should have answered this DM.
Oh, I remember that.
Was the
I forgot who that was.
Shit.
I do remember that though.
That was the nastiest shit in history. I was like, there's no way she really did that. She did not post that. I also hate when people post like them holding like their grandmother or grandfather's hand like while they're dying in the hospital bed.
Yeah, I've been to a lot of funerals.
Why are you posting a dead hand?
My phone out, but
yeah, like
people grieve the way they grieve.
No,
just not
man,
my type of grief.
That shit is weird, bro. That shit is not for. That's not for social media. I'm sorry, that's not. That's an intimate family moment. That's something that you should cherish with your family and your loved ones. You should not be putting that on a social media platform. I'm sorry. You should not be holding your grandparents' dead hand and posting that's just not for social media. I'm sorry.
Listen, it's not something I would do. If that's the way someone wants to grieve, that's fine with me. What's not fine with me is when you was kind of just like a pop to him and you try to post all these blurry photos that he was clearly trying to not be in with you.
He was trying to move out the way.
It's like they're all like weird, sneaky photos. Like he was in the booth.
I hate the sneaky photo. The sneaky photo
don't
is like,
sneaky photo me when I'm dead.
I don't even, I'm just like, if I see somebody take a sneaky photo now, I don't even say nothing about it. I just completely stop fucking with them. And they'll never know why. I don't even tell them why.
Yeah.
I don't even tell them why. I'm like, come on, I saw that sneaky shit you did. Like, I'm not fucking with you.
How would you, I guess we'll try to flip this into the male gender thing. Cause I've only seen it the other way. I've always seen when people pass, a lot of women come out the woodworks and say we were dating and all that type of thing. Mm-hmm. Where would you be at if for some reason your girl passed away and like a lot of guys came with some posts?
What are you asking me?
I want to know while you were grieving your girlfriend's loss, you then had to deal with these dudes just posting text message conversations, sneaky photos, other shit.
Man, that's a tough position because it's almost like you're grieving, obviously, but it's like now you like, I don't even know who I'm grieving over. Like, who is this? Who was she?
Yeah.
Like, she lived a whole separate life that I had no idea about.
Oh, I thought you meant the other people.
No, I'm talking about my girl. If a whole bunch of guys are posting text messages and pictures with my girl, and I didn't know who they were, I would, and not old photos. Like if this was before me, I'm not tripping. Like if
for sure, yeah, I understand.
I'm talking about like, oh no, I know that outfit. Like I know where she went that day. I remember I remember she told me she was going shopping that day.
No, she went shopping.
Yeah, like she didn't tell me who she was going shopping with.
Crazy, she spent no money. Came back with mad bags.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, shit like that. It's like, damn, like I really didn't know her at all.
But like, could you condemn the dead at that point, or do you just kind of have to?
You got to take
like
that on
think about your last memory of them.
You got to take
that's your girl.
Yeah, you got to take that on the chin and
like still support her family.
Absolutely, you have to. Because you want
to,
you want to be honorable. Like no matter what, happens, you still want to be honorable. You still want to, carry yourself a certain way. It's going to hurt. Like you're going to feel like, damn, my girl was out here just friends with everybody. But you got to be honorable. You can't condemn your girlfriend because of
that. Now, other side of that coin, I know you would never do this, but let's say you would do that because we have no women on mic right now. Do you think you owe to your partner that you may have didn't know if you were Assad or didn't know if you were just one of many, do you not owe it to him to still hold it down after death? Do you not owe it to Shorty? Like, if you were the side dude, you can grieve privately.
Yeah.
Like, if you held it down while I was alive, shut the fuck up when I'm dead.
But I've actually seen that. Like, I've been, to some funerals for friends, and they've had girlfriends, you know what I mean? And you can always tell who the side, it's like she's a little too distraught. Nobody really knows her. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, why is she crying that hard?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why that hurt so much? I've seen it.
But that's why you need that's why you need your friends after death too to cover for you. Like, she's just an emotional person.
I'm not gonna lie, we've been, me and the homies have been, unfortunately to some friends' funerals, and it's funny because when you spot the side and she going crazy and crying, like, I've had a moment, this is a true story. We in the funeral home, and the side start going crazy.
Yeah.
But we knew her.
Of course.
We know because it's the homie, he told us about it. She going crazy. So me and my homie are sitting like, it's like two people in between us in the row. And so I got my head down and I kind of just turned and looked at my homeboy. He started laughing. And I'm like, fam, I got to get out of here because I don't want to be seen laughing in this funeral home. But we knew what we were laughing at, like, because we had a talk. We like, yo, she's definitely gonna show up, and she's definitely gonna go crazy. And
your man's would probably be laughing with y'all at that time too.
Of course he was. Or probably like, yo, can y'all please get her out of here? Like, yo, like, yo, you dead, fam. There's nothing that's gonna happen to you.
But then. Does it matter more for you to hold it down and be like, yo, we don't even know that girl? I think that's just a stranger off the street.
I'm holding it all the way down.
Yeah.
Never.
She's a crisis actor.
But the girl, no, like, she know which friends to ask. Like, we are never telling you, like, that was his side. Never. That's never happening. We're not doing that. You got to hold it down for your homie forever.
Yeah, I feel like the grieving process is like really selfish sometimes.
It has to be, depending on what your role and position was in a person's life. Absolutely, it has to be. Like, if you a side chick, yo, try to hold it down. I know it's a sad time and all that, but you knew what it was. You know, this man was married or he got a girlfriend, and it's like, you can't come to the funeral home crying, going hysterical. Like, play the cut. Not saying you can't cry, but play the cut. Don't go up to the casket all laying on them and pulling. It's like, yo, if I sitting die right here, man. Like,
if I die, you have an extended contract.
Absolutely.
Like, the side contract cannot end the day I die.
No.
It's still extended.
Yeah.
Maybe like 5-6 years.
Yeah, absolutely.
Once she gets over it, she finds a new dude.
But you gotta
You're
hold
okay
it
to
down.
Then grieve.
Yeah, you gotta hold it down though. You gotta hold it down. How long after, if you're married and you pass away, how long after, you don't have no say, you're no longer on earth, but how long after would you be like happy in your afterlife for your girl to move on and like date other people? Like, what's a sufficient amount of time for her to grieve and then move on?
Define move on.
Start.
Are we saying just some dick? Are we saying a dating relationship?
Yeah, like how long after you die can your girlfriend at the time of your death, how long after will it be okay for her to like suck dick? Like, without you in your grave start punching like the grave. Like, start kicking the grave. Like, how long after is it like, okay?
Moving on, dating, relationship, everything was just fine in my head, and I was going to answer that. Like, I was kind of cool with pretty early until you said suck dick.
Yeah.
And I was like,
yeah, no, we're getting right to it. We're going to get right to the pain. We're going straight to the pain because that shit hurt.
Okay. Can I add some stipulations into this?
We can negotiate. Go ahead.
Am I allowed to haunt her?
That's hating. Like that's hating.
How is haunting
hating? You hating. If you haunt your girl because she's sucking dick after you died, you hating.
God makes the rules. I'll make the rules. Hating. If I'm allowed in the haunt VIP section.
That's hating. That's hating. You can't haunt your girl for that. No. You can't haunt your girl for that. Not for sucking dick. No. I
mean, I wouldn't want to be in the room. Like, when she went to the bathroom to wipe her mouth off,
like you can see
then I want to pop up in the mirror.
Because look what you want to do.
Like, I don't want to watch. I don't want to haunt.
But like, I'm
not really Casper the Friendly Ghost in that way.
That's perfect. Say you can see it though. Like you moved on to another realm and you're in the spirit world now, right? We don't know what happens after death. Let's just say
what you can see, what you can't see. Yeah.
Like, would you want to be like there? Like, because the movie Ghost, right?
I know.
Would you want to be there and like see your girl like sucking her next dude off? And then like, what if it's somebody you know and she told you like, oh, like he ain't, you know what I mean? It was one of those like, please, I don't even look at him like that.
Here's my fear. She would come to heaven and then we'd reunite and then I'd have to question.
Wait.
Then I'd have to question her body count.
How you
like what you did when I died?
What you doing? What you doing for her to get to heaven? Like because you said that too. Like she gonna come to heaven. Like what you mean?
Well, she could suck dick and still go to heaven.
No, absolutely. I know she can, bro. I'm just saying. Like how does she pass? What happens? Is this something like that you orchestrated?
She died
like
giving roadhead. She died in a car accident giving dome to some other dude.
That's not funny. That's terrible. All right, so she comes to heaven, and then what? You arguing in heaven now?
Well, if I didn't see what was going on, yeah, like maybe I have to ask, like, you know, it's been 50 years. What if I passed really young and she lives her life?
Right.
And then all of a sudden she got other kids. Now I got to raise them in eternity. Like, I don't want to be a stepfather in eternity.
Yeah,
I have questions.
Yeah.
At least if I see and know what's going on, I can move on in the spiritual world and go find a nice young woman that hasn't been tainted by life.
Yeah, an angel. You gonna find an angel. Yeah, I get it. I see where you're going with it.
Listen, terrorists get what, 75 virgins when they murder people?
Yeah, something like that.
There's got to be some shit up there.
Yeah, something for us for sure.
I don't need her anymore.
But you didn't answer the question. How long after can she suck dick? After you die? Tough. I know it hurts. Even in the afterlife, it hurts.
Here's the thing. I've been very sad before, and I've grieved before, and I've been pretty vulnerable and easy to fuck. I might have to let her go on her journey pretty quickly.
Right into it?
That's it, man. Yeah.
Damn. Okay. I guess I gotta respect that. I guess I gotta respect that.
I'm only saying that because what happens when she also gets up to heaven and realizes heaven has been like this crazy orgy party, and she's like, well, you was up here doing this, and then we're in an argument.
That's definitely something
like
the girlfriend
fucking up
say.
the orgy in heaven.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, pretty quick for you.
What you got, like 40 years?
Somewhere, give or take. Like somewhere along the lines of, 5-10 years maybe. Yeah, for sure.
She can have sex pretty quickly and I'm all right. I feel like sucking dick takes effort.
Yeah.
Like you've thought about that.
Why does that always hurt more?
It's the mouth. I don't know why sucking dick hurts way more.
It hurts way more.
Way fucking more. Yeah, it's just like you really, like you had to get in that position. I feel like anyone could lay there and get fucked. And like, even if it's consensual, you're still like, maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah.
Men and women have both done that during consensual sex. Like, I shouldn't be doing this. We should not be fucking right now. Yeah. This was a mistake. I should not. And still be fine afterwards, and it's not a thing. Sucking dick, though.
You gotta be like, that's work.
Yeah. And if your girl's a head monster, too, and she takes her craft seriously.
Ooh. Your girl a head monster for the next one? That hurt. Ooh, because you know.
And what if he's not even like supportive? What if he doesn't even walk her through the grieving process?
Oh, man. That's hilarious. We are some sick dudes. I just thought about that.
No, death is inevitable. We should think about these things all the time.
It is. But I hate the small talk. I hate the small talk right after sex, too, though.
After you fuck a girl whose husband just died, or just
no, just in general. Like, just small talk after sex.
Why?
Because I'd rather just like eat some cereal and go to sleep, or just watch TV or something and pass out. I don't want to really talk.
Well, not so much these days, but I used to be insecure sexually, so I used that small talk time to like figure out if like I did all right. Like I would try to find little cues. You
be asking?
Like, I had too much pride to ask, and I was too incompetent to just know that I beat that up. So I would try to find like little.
But you could tell like if she get up and start like, fucking rearranging the living room and shit like that, like you really didn't put it down like you was supposed
I used to think like when she'd want to like, kind of fake cuddle, like kind of snuggle into my shoulder real quick after we fucked. In my head, I was always like, oh no, I beat that up. That's what I used to think. Then I started to realize like, oh no, she just thinks I'm a good person.
Yeah. She wants to
maybe I'm boyfriend material.
Or maybe she was like, damn, like let me just console him because he really didn't do a good job, but I don't want him to feel bad about himself. Being. Yeah, it's like I don't want him to feel bad about himself. Let me just pet him a little bit.
That male ego kind of kicks in when you realize that you're just boyfriend material and you're not like just knock it out material.
What would you rather be though?
At this point in my life, boyfriend material. But when I was like really fucking around, I kind of took offense to like why you thought I was that. Like, I'm not as supportive. I was lying.
I don't know. For me, it depends on the woman. Like, some women, it's like, I don't care if she looks at me like boyfriend material or not. Because I'm never going to be her boyfriend. So, you know what I mean? Like,
no, that actually just used to break my heart a lot. Like, I really thought I was tearing shit up. And it was like, no, you just seem like you're a stable human being and you care about my feelings. And that's why I'm giving you this confidence to think that you just beat it up. It was a rough thing to face more.
To accept, yeah. It's tough. Especially when you thought you was putting in work. You're sweating and shit, and she's just like...
Meanwhile, she's calling me at 4 a.m. like, you know she want the dick. No, she just wants to talk about her feelings. And in return, she's going to give me some pussy. That's really all it is. Like, I'm someone that she could confide into.
Right.
She knows I'll understand. It'll be good conversation.
Oh.
And, you know, she'll give me some pussy in return. That's really how that transaction went. You know.
How many sexual partners do you have that you absolutely regret? Like, you see them now, like, in public, and you're like, yo, why did I ever?
I got a handful.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I got a handful.
I saw,
and that doesn't count the ones that I would take to the grave that don't even count because they're in the grave.
Oh, like, well, God, we all have those.
I would never admit.
Yeah, it's some that I'm telling you right now, you would never even know. Never. I would never expose that information to anybody.
My regret rarely comes from the sex. It comes from what happened after.
What happened after?
No, just like who I found out who they were as people. Like, that's where my regret comes at this point in my life.
Okay.
I regret fucking you because I do think...
I had no business sleeping with you.
Not even to get on some deep shit, but I do think, like, sex... Energy is sexually transmitted.
For sure.
Like, I really feel like I've got... Well, yes, of course. Those I don't regret because they taught me a lesson in penicillin. But no, I've regretted like literally confiding and sharing sexual experiences with people and realizing they were fucking dirtbag, insane women.
Right.
That's where my regrets come from.
Yeah.
I've had bad sexual experiences with people, but I didn't regret it. Like, it just happened that way. But no, it only came out to who you were as a human after. Like, why would I stick my dick inside it? Like, bumminess is sexually transmitted.
For sure.
You took all your bumminess and now I have part of that on me. Like,
I definitely understand when women find out, like, some of the women that I've slept with, and they be like, I get it. Because they knew, like, what type of woman that was. Like, yo, okay, maybe she's pretty, like, maybe, you know, whatever, cool, but she's trash, though. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, and we don't, as men, we don't understand that. We just think it like, oh, yeah, you hating. But it's like, no, they know something about that woman on a deeper level.
Yeah.
So like, yo, you should never be like laying down with this woman.
I'm going to ask a question to our new reoccurring guest in the corner. Yeah, I'm looking at you. At what age should a man really start respecting his dick? Like, you should stop fucking them type of chicks. Just need a number. Curious. Where you'd give some leverage, like, all right, you was 24. It's okay that you was still fucking them.
I think it's different for each man. Probably around the time he starts getting money and he can afford to fuck better. So 27.
Wait, we just uncovered something. So when niggas get money, they fuck better?
I was about to say, that was the stupidest thing I ever heard. If you couldn't hear her, she said as soon as they start getting money, and then threw in 27. But yeah. What's his name? Tell us about him.
Yeah.
When men should start trying to aim to fuck better women and caring about who they fuck, and that should be when they start getting more money. They should start caring about things like that.
I think
so. When you're a bum ass nigga, you could just be fucking bum bitches. Okay.
Wait. First of all, no. I completely.
I fucked some nice ones when I was.
Yeah. Some of the best pussy I got was when I was broke, and then I had some money and did some dumb shit like, oh, you're the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there should be some type of age, I feel like, with people in general. And I know age is subjective, maturity is subjective.
You got to go through that phase of, you know, you young and you just having fun, and it's going to be some casualties that you're going to be like, what was I thinking? But I agree, as you get older, you should definitely, like, there's certain things you should just not fall for anymore.
She brought up when you start getting money is when maybe that should happen. Mm-hmm. I think if you stop doing that, you'd get to the money quicker.
If you stop fucking?
Stop fucking bum people.
Oh,
like, Back to that energy being not like and it's not just fucking, but that changing your entire thinking in that type of way.
I agree.
Will get you the money quicker.
It definitely all correlates for sure. Absolutely.
But sometimes when you have money and she's a bum, like, you know, it makes you feel better. Like you really helping the community.
Yeah, you got to give back. You got to give back to the needy, man. There's nothing wrong with that. I respect it.
That was a random tangent, completely,
but necessary. OnlyFans has announced that they will be blocking sexually explicit content starting October 1st. This is the end of an era as we know it, Rory.
No, it's the end of a company as we know it.
But an era as well.
Who is the CEO of OnlyFans?
I have no idea.
That's the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my entire life.
But it might be the best thing that ever happened to us, Rory.
That's like the CEO of Google saying, yo, stop searching shit on my website.
Yeah.
No more searching. I don't want no one searching or typing in on my website.
But the only reason why this is a little different is because, you know, it came a time where, you know, OnlyFans took off and, you know, the sexually explicit creators.
Which are creators.
Yeah, they're creators. They felt like, you know, they started to walk with a little bravado, a little ego. They felt like they didn't need us. They felt like, you know, they were better than us.
You're speaking from OnlyFans, or you think they don't need us? Because I'll show you my subscription.
OnlyFans.
They need me.
Oh, yeah, no, they definitely, but they didn't feel like they did.
My overhead is crazy on OnlyFans.
So why do you have an overhead on OnlyFans? But now that this platform is blocking sexually explicit content, we might start to get those good morning texts again. You know, we might.
You think we'll be back in the mix for free?
Oh, for sure.
They about to run Patreon up crazy.
That's nasty.
Is it? I don't think it's nasty.
Going to Patreon to get naked is crazy. I'm not mad at it though.
Listen, here's the thing.
Because all you gotta do is give them a guitar. Like if you're naked playing the guitar, I think it works on Patreon.
I'm sure that the CEO of OnlyFans, whoever it is smarter than me and better at business than me.
His name is Tim Stokely, I believe. Yes.
Okay.
Tim Stokely. He's the OnlyFans founder. I don't know if he's the CEO. He's the founder.
Cool. I'm sure he's smarter than me. But as someone that is a consumer of his product, which is OnlyFans, sometimes you may create a product or create a platform with an idea of what you want out of it. And then a whole wave of consumers come in for a specific thing. And sometimes you have to hit them with a little audible. You have to Omaha at the line and go, we're only going to throw this pass for the rest of the game. If you don't lean into that, pornography is what you call it, because a lot of OnlyFans is just chicks in the same shit they're on Instagram. But why is he not leaning into the pornography shit? Just become that. Like, what's wrong with that? Pornography is $1 billion business.
Absolutely.
Just become that shit. Patreon's already doing everybody else with paywalls. Vimeo has a paywall. Mad people have paywalls. Just be the porno paywall.
Let's read something from Daily News. It says OnlyFans will ban sexually explicit content starting in the fall in an effort to comply with its financial partners. On October 1st, the London headquartered company will start prohibiting the posting of any content containing sexually explicit conduct. OnlyFans said in a statement Thursday, according to Variety. Yeah. So.
Well, I'm sure some other creator, if you will, read that headline and already has the platform that it will be strictly dedicated to that. And if you don't think the women that do that type of content aren't the ones that know how to get to the bag and aren't smart enough to move the fuck on, we about to make another billionaire.
OnlyFans was around before it became the sexually, you know, explicit type of content, but that absolutely blew OnlyFans into what it is now.
And for the women that are porn stars too, I thought it was such a great platform because I know we always sit here and always talk about musicians, artists, everyone that gets robbed by labels and bootlegging and, you know, everything that we know artists have went through from getting their music stolen and not getting paid for it.
Right.
Porn is probably the most bootleg thing on earth.
Absolutely.
So finally, as a porn star, where I get paid one fee to some website and then that shit gets pirated throughout the entire world forever. I don't really see a dollar outside of me doing one scene for a fee. I could finally get just a paywall shit, and I don't know what OnlyFans is. I assume it's 10 to 20%, something that they take off of it. I could finally just do this shit here.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. Like, we need to give the sex workers the same bravado and
respect,
anger, and respect that we do to artists that get robbed, because they get robbed too.
I agree. They get bootlegged as well.
Hell
I've
yeah.
seen many girls on OnlyFans, and I've never been on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
So yeah, I understand.
They get bootleg crazy.
But you know what they say: streets gotta eat.
Oh well,
bootleg is a thing.
They picked the wrong community to fuck with. Them chicks is gonna find.
Yeah, because if they decide they're not showing tits and ass no more, I gotta be honest, OnlyFans, I'm gonna be upset.
Oh, I
like
we won't be on your website.
We want to see tits and ass forever. Whatever you need to do to make the sex workers happy, do it. Because if not, I can promise you, I will not be on OnlyFans to see somebody playing the piano. So yeah.
Unless she's naked.
Naked piano.
Oh, all right. Well, let's we're probably close to wrapping up. Get some quick hit shit in here. I just found out what a LinkedIn influencer is.
What is that?
It's basically the same guy. What was that college that had the guy in the parking lot screaming? What you doing, man? What you on your couch for? Come on, come over here. Omega Evers, University of Phoenix.
No, that was
St. Peter's College, where I went. One of them colleges.
No, that was
not important. Anyways,
DeVry, was it?
Was that DeVry? University of Albany.
I feel like it was DeVry.
It was Binghamton.
You're not doing nothing. Get up off the couch. Call. I feel like that was DeVry.
Maybe it was.
Right? I feel like we should all know that. I think that was DeVry.
I was gonna say cut this, but keep it. Us trying to figure out what college is the worst is hysterical.
It is. Oh no, it's Everest.
Everest College.
Everest College.
All right, yeah. Everest College.
DeVry is second though.
So they now have people on LinkedIn that are LinkedIn influencers that more or less just have like these resumes that we don't even know if you did anything. Like you just have crazy resumes. It's like, come on, man. You want to get a job? Look at my resume.
Yeah.
I'll put you in the right position. Yeah. Follow me. I'll give you all the gigs.
Right.
I've just had enough with I thought LinkedIn at least was going to keep us grounded to some degree. Mm-hmm. This is where we can post a job. There'll be no crazy fluff behind it. I apply. If I get the job, I get it. If I don't, that's it. Now I got to deal with somebody screaming at me about me being a bum to get a job.
Is LinkedIn and like Linktree, are those like cousins?
Maybe. I mean, I'd have to figure out who their grandparents are, but
yeah, I feel like they will be related. I feel like LinkedIn and Linktree are like cousins or something like that. I feel like it's all the same shit. It's just different variations of it.
But please do not follow LinkedIn influencers.
No, I wouldn't recommend that. I don't know why you would even do that in the first place, but okay.
And I feel like if a job or a company needed a LinkedIn influencer to get me to apply and get the job, I shouldn't be at that company.
No, absolutely.
That's just how I think.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Absolutely not.
And I think everyone should leave me alone. That I like that Rachel Dolezal is officially on OnlyFans.
Is she the reason why there's no more sexually explicit content? Look, we don't know. We got to tie it in.
I take back my like if she's not over there popping pussy. If she's popping pussy, I keep my like.
But you can't pop the pussy right now. That's what they're saying.
What if she's trying to do it before October 1st? Like she's trying to get her coins up real quick. Yeah.
Then I'm
trying to go.
Send me the link.
She was a squirter.
No, send me the.
That's worth $15.99 a month.
Listen, man. That's the ginger beard, man.
I take my like back if she's not doing that though. Just seeing that she was, approved.
That's Rory.
I'm Mal.
That's Rory. I'm Mal. That's Rachel Dolezal's OnlyFans.
Oh, foot pics and squats. I can respect it.
Wait, that's what she's posting foot pics and squats?
I'm not going to pay for it. I'll like it though. If she doing like a $5 tier for foot pics, like she might be all right.
I mean, just looking at her, I don't know if I want to see her feet.
What do her feet identify as?
Are they feet?
They could be hands.
They could be hands.
They could be Asian hands. Respect what she identifies as.
You're absolutely right. I see where you're going with it.
You're so problematic.
Are you an early bird subscription? Because she says there's content launching September 1st. So I don't know if you want to be an early bird subscriber to Rachel Dolezal.
Pre-saved?
Yeah, you got to get the pre-order.
Does she have merch?
No, but look at her. Oh, no. See, look at her bio. An inside look at my art, hair, and fitness journey with exclusive weekly posts as follows. Monday motivation. There will be gym, fitness, squats, and other stuff.
Hey, I'm here for the other stuff.
I'm here for the other stuff.
All right, Mondays I'm locked in.
Yeah, the Wednesday work day. It's just hair and chair conversations with her clients and hair tutorials. You know,
That's
just
cool.
keep it light on
positive
Wednesdays.
shit. Hump day.
Fridays is where she unwinds, though. This is where I bring the art. You bring the wine and drinks. Watch me create and discuss my art. I know what happens when I bring wine.
Listen, I got some Chardonnay for
create.
Rachel.
Yeah, let her create. And then she's doing other random things like foot pics, posts of her using stuff people buy from her Amazon wish list.
Oh, what's her wish list though?
Yeah, we don't know what she has on her wish list. Oh, there's her wish list. She has candles. She has sneakers. She has shoes.
Dildos.
She has more candles. She has
vibrators.
I didn't see. Where's the good stuff, Rachel?
He scrolled past too quick.
Water bottles, MacBook, baby. Oh, baby. Okay, and if we see some wipes, that means we're getting somewhere. Baby wipes. Okay. Braid gel. Okay. Books.
That's for her hair,
what's
her hair
this
journey?
This is like some type of a streaming podcast microphone. No, I don't want to see that, Rachel.
I mean, it could be some.
Come on, Rachel. Where's the? You got to get to this shit, Rachel. Where's the vibrator? They sent me a vibrator, but she doesn't want one. What the fuck is going on? This is crazy. They sent me a vibrator, but Rachel doesn't want one on her Amazon wish list.
She doing some ASMR, whatever that shit called.
Yeah, but come on, Rachel, get a vibrator or something.
With the vibrator, I'm saying.
Yeah, she can do some with the vibrator. No.
Yeah.
I want to.
What's it called? ASMR.
Yeah, ASMR.
Yeah. She get right in there with the vibrator.
She doesn't have one on her wish list though. She has like workout pants.
How do we know that wasn't copped already?
Oh, she has one already. Okay,
Yeah,
maybe
they hopped on it early with the pre-save.
Maybe that will follow. That falls under the other stuff. Maybe.
Yeah, you don't know where that shit is at.
So yeah, I mean, listen, go give Rachel a shot. You know, subscribe if you want to be an early bird, and you're going to see the content September 1st, and she's going to show you her feet and
Mondays, her hair journey, going from white hair to black hair.
Yeah,
she'll give you a whole tutorial.
Listen, man, there might be some shit on there. You never know.
Wednesdays, she'll sit with the NAACP and talk about how she scammed money from there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this might be a quality OnlyFans.
It might be. This might be what, you know, made them want to change their content and go another way.
Rachel came in.
Yeah. It was like, listen, let's clean this thing up a little bit.
Influencers, OnlyFans influencers.
Yeah, like let's clean this thing up a little bit. Let's get to the real shit. Let's get to braiding hair and squatting.
Yeah.
So I'm here for it.
And other stuff.
Mad at it. Yeah, and other stuff. That's only on Mondays though.
Yeah. Anyways, back to quick hit shit. Summer Madness 11. It's in Houston this year. Murder Mook, Reed Dollars, Shyne versus Hollow, Calico versus Geechee Gotti.
Wait. Murder Mook
and Reed Dollars
versus somebody, or they battling each other?
No, they're battling each other.
Okay.
No, none of that double team shit. Right. Pause. Yeah. Murder versus Reed Dollars, Shyne versus Hollow Don, Calico versus Geechee Gotti, Surf versus John. I'm sure there's probably some undercards after that, but that's what they announced. Summer Madness is I've always loved, so I'm excited.
Yeah, I always like Summer Madness. This lineup is not really what I thought it would be though.
What would you think would happen? Because I thought the same thing. Then I started to think of matchups, and I was like, that wouldn't happen regardless. So, Mook versus Reed Dollars kind of threw me off, but
I think this might be an old. This is something that I think this is some history behind this one.
Of course,
yeah. I think this is just one of those battles where these two have kind of gone at it and had words, and they may have even battled before. I don't think is this the first time they battled?
To my understanding.
Oh no, Mook. Yes. I'm thinking. Was it T-Rex that already battled Reed? I think
probably.
I don't know. I'm not sure. But Mook versus
look
Reed,
at us knowing URL.
No, Mook versus
battle
Reed
fans are so understanding. I'm sure you'll.
Yeah, Mook versus Reed is
us.
It's definitely a lot of history behind that, for sure.
Yeah, I'm just saying they haven't battled, but
yeah,
I'd like to see that. Shyne I haven't seen in a minute. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm not mad at this. Surf versus John I think is going to be good too.
That'll be good. Those are two of the better performers in the battle rap.
Yeah, no, I'd like to see that. Cassidy versus Tory Lanez. Have you been following?
No, I you know what? I listened to Cassidy's. I don't know why it popped up on my YouTube algorithm, but Cassidy's response popped up, and I listened to it. It was almost like 7 minutes, I think. He's done 2 back to back at this point. Oh, so I don't even know which one. I don't know if that was the first or the second one I listened to. They're both around 7 minutes. Okay, so then I don't know. It was this one, plagiarism. That's the one. That's the most recent. There was one before that. Okay, I didn't hear the one before that. I mean, it's entertaining, man. I mean, is it? I didn't say.
Is it?
I don't know. I didn't hear Tory's. I didn't hear.
Tory. All right. Tory didn't do anything except for freestyle, which I guess he took some bars from Cassidy or style. This is one of those things.
I heard Cassidy say that Tory. He said Tory took some of his bars when he was at. Was it Flex?
Yeah. Does anyone care about Tory Lanez versus Cassidy?
I don't think so. I don't think people care about that.
Does Cassidy and Tory Lanez care about Cassidy and Tory Lanez?
I don't think so. I don't think they're giving this.
I only brought this up to say, like, yo, some things we should just, like, we don't need to do.
Yeah, it's just like you could. All right, fam. Like, we don't have to jump in the ring. Like, it's okay.
It's all right.
Yeah, you feel some type of way about me. Okay, fine. It's all good.
If you want to throw it in a 16 that he took your style,
so cool. Yeah, a 7 minute diss record is it's a little aggressive. It's a little too much. I don't think anybody has the attention span to sit down and listen to 7 minutes of a diss track. That's just a little too aggressive these days.
Did our conversation about Royce and Lupe get cut out of our lost episode?
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Is it something we want to talk about?
I mean, we can. Why not? I don't mind talking about it.
Because I feel like people killed us by not bringing it up. And we brought it up the week it happened in that lost episode. I just don't think the footage made it. Because a lot of that footage was, and this is honestly not an excuse, a lot of that footage was corrupted and the audio didn't work. So we tried to salvage what we had left. The Royce and Lupe shit was interesting to me. Royce is my guy. I would have liked to see a response. No, Royce's fan. I would have liked to see a response as a hip hop fan.
Yeah.
I'm not him, so I don't know what he took so personal in that record. And again, I'm not him. Let's make that clear. At Lupe, this was great to me.
Well,
I thought it was fire. Like, I thought it was really, really, really good.
Yeah,
and I would have loved to see Royce come back
and spar, because
I know Royce's caliber.
Yeah. Well,
in no way do I hear, because a lot of people know Lupe's an alien, but I've never thought Lupe or Royce could never.
No. That's what I'm saying.
That's the perfect opponent.
Yeah, these are two of the aliens that, this is what they do. This is what they're built for. This is what, they come from. They come from this type of competitive rap. But I think that somewhere along the line, it went left.
Yeah.
Because even when it was happening and I saw the, like, little remnants of the back and forth, I'm like, this is Royce and Lupe. They cool. They fuck with each other.
They got a pod together.
Yeah, I enjoyed. I didn't know what. Yeah, I don't know where it went left. And then I know Royce was calling, telling him to rap, and and I think Lupe was saying Royce had said some things like basically alluding to Lupe wasn't on his level, and that he should never try to like throw stones at him. And of course, Lupe felt like, who the fuck are you? Like, what you mean I shouldn't throw stones at you? Like,
yeah.
So I think that's where things kind of got a little chippy and went a little left. But I would love to see Royce, entertain this and go back and forth, or at least put something out, because this is what Royce does. This is what he's been doing most of his career. I know now he's in a different space as far as mentally, and you're grown and you have kids, so certain things you don't want to entertain because certain energy you just don't want to attract and bring to yourself. I can understand that, but this is the sport. This is part of hip hop. This is part of, especially when it's somebody that's a worthy opponent.
Of course.
If it was somebody less than Lupe, I could totally understand, like, I'm not responding to that, but this is Lupe. This is somebody that can really rap. This is somebody that can talk slick. This is somebody that, has success, put out some really good albums and records, and has all of these, accolades or whatever you want to call it. But more importantly, he's somebody who's fit for lyrical battle. And so, I mean, I would love to see Royce go back and forth, or, respond to Lupe at some point, just because that's two of the aliens that we have in our culture.
Yeah. And again, I didn't follow it like day to day, but I remember when Royce, Lupe, and Mickey Fax were all posting shit on IG of their previous music. Like, man, this is what I do, which I loved. I thought that was great to show people your back catalog of how you could really rap. I thought it was a good way to, get into the lyrical part of social media, of Instagram. Like, hey, we could still do this type of thing. And then it turned to this, and then I got excited because I thought they was really going to battle. And Mickey's shit was great. Lupe's shit was great. And I haven't spoken to Royce So I don't know what.
Yeah, I haven't spoken to him either. I was gonna call him and just trying to figure it out because I did see Royce call Lupe a bitch on. I think it was on IG Live.
Well, Lupe called him one in the diss a couple times, but
no, I mean before the
okay.
the diss even happened. Like they were on like Instagram Live. It was like 3 or 4 of them. You know how they do the live now with multiple people, and the conversation just went left. And Royce said, and I think he might have said, "Do something about it, bitch," or "Do." Or who you think you talking to, bitch? And I was like, whoa, like, you know, when you call another grown man bitch, it's like, wait, what just happened? Like so I didn't know leading up to that. I don't know what happened before that, but I know at that point, that's when it went left. Cause I think even after that, Lupe, I think hung up on the live. I think he like just hung it up. And I think the next day or 2 days after that's when we got the Lupe record.
Yeah. Cause I enjoyed Royce's, it was like 7 to 8 minutes of him rapping. And there was a few shots in there here and there, but it wasn't like what Lupe did.
Yeah.
I would just love for Royce. Again, I don't know what he's really thinking and or
yeah,
what
I hope
happened.
it's not super personal. And
me neither.
Super like, you know,
I just would like to see
that would be just like
as a fan
unnecessary.
But what do I know?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other quick hits. You could just mark all this. Aaliyah's coming. Saw the billboard.
What do you mean? Explain.
I was driving down Canal Street. It said there was a billboard right on Canal and 6th Avenue, and it said AliyahIsComing.com. And I went to it, and as a countdown, I assume that has something to do with her streaming because you can't get Aaliyah on Apple, Spotify, Tidal, anything, Amazon. So I'd imagine maybe they're starting an Aaliyah streaming site where we go to Aaliyah.com and hear her whole catalog. Because I know her uncle or whoever's running her estate now has been very against her being sampled, her being on any type of streaming sites, which to some degree I get. Of course, her fans would love to hear her music, and especially if you look at all the current R&B, it's a family tree of Aaliyah. So,
well, that makes sense because I think we're coming up on 20 years since her passing.
Yeah. Well, I just even that style of music and how she sings and that writing is Aaliyah is what's right now. So it would be nice to have her on streaming just for all the newer fans to kind of tap into that catalog and go back to it, so they know the genius of Aaliyah. Yeah. So I don't know. Again, I don't know if Aaliyah's Coming is going to be strictly on that website or Aaliyah is coming to streaming. I'm just a person that was driving on Canal Street and 6th Avenue.
Well, it says Aaliyah is coming to streaming, but her estate isn't happy about it. Here's why her estate isn't happy about it. Aaliyah fans have been clamoring for her catalog to be available for streaming for years. It appears their wait will soon be over. Nearly 20 years after her tragic death, the Princess of R&B's catalog will be available on streaming starting August 20th. Barry Hankerson, her uncle and founder of label Black Round Records, announced in a Billboard review published Thursday. Aaliyah's music will be rolling out in near chronological order, starting with the release of her platinum-selling album, 1 in a Million, according to a press release. Albums Aaliyah and I Care For You will follow on September 10th and October 8th, respectively. So what took so long? The delay, according to Hankerson, stemmed from disagreements with Aaliyah's estate, which he said had previously expressed a desire to take her catalog off the market. There was a conversation we had that Diane Horton, Aaliyah's mother, didn't want the music out, and whatever my sister told me, I tried to do what she wanted me to do, Hankerson said during the Billboard interview. As a parent, he goes on to say, as a parent, I would understand. Scroll up a little bit, Eden. As a parent, the other way, pause. As a parent, I would understand if she did not want the music out, because who wants to hear the voice of your daughter who's gone? So when she said that to me, I said, okay, we're not putting it out. I don't know when, but one day we will. Born Aaliyah Horton, the singer died in a plane crash in the Bahamas in 2001 at the age of 22. This month marks the 20th anniversary of her death. Aaliyah's estate responded to the deal in a statement through attorney Paul Lacalci and said it was not made aware of the streaming release of the late singer's catalog. For almost 20 years, Black Round has failed to account to the estate with any regularity in accordance with her recording contracts. In addition, the estate was not made aware of the impending release of the catalog until after the deal was complete and plans were in place. Scroll up a little bit. The estate has demanded the terms of its new deal to distribute Aaliyah's long embargoed music. The statement reads, in a separate statement released on Twitter, the state condemned actions to leech off Aaliyah's life work. Well, again, continue to rest in peace, Aaliyah. Prayers to her family. So it seems like, Aaliyah fans will be able to hear some of her music, stream it, whatever,
That's,
I guess in some type of celebratory behind the passing coming up on 20 years.
It's conflicting because if the mother doesn't want to hear her daughter's voice, then that makes it a little different as far as my opinion on it.
Yeah.
But I initially thought, and there had been rumors about her uncle with money and things of that nature and why it never made streaming because of that. And I always thought it was a little selfish. I'm like, all right, man. You're only going to make so much money on streaming to begin with. If you really care about money and her legacy, you would just create a place where people could just buy Aaliyah's music digitally or stream it digitally. So if you're just fighting with the streaming service off her mother's wishes, I get that. But I also get if it's not money, her fans might want to listen to that shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's a good way to keep that legacy going. I've never lost a child, so I'll never speak on that. But I don't know if there's anything left outside of prayers for Haiti. Prayers for everyone affected by the Taliban. We'll definitely put some links in the bio.
I read something that's saying that if you have Sky Miles, you can donate your Sky Miles to some of the people in Afghanistan.
Oh, wow.
Afghanistan.
That's great.
So that might be something that people want to look into. They want to donate some miles to some people. There's a site that's allowing people to do that.
Would be nice if the airlines did that too.
It's not like they can't afford it.
Yeah.
But so if you want to donate in any way possible to help people and going through that unfortunate circumstance in Afghanistan, please do so.
Yeah, and we'll put some links in the description here for Haiti relief as well as what you can do with the Taliban.
What you can do with the Taliban?
Like what you can do to help.
Oh,
I'm
about to say, Rory.
Exhausted. I've had a long day. Not what you can do with the Taliban. No. I'm not telling you to link with the tallies and get shit done. No. How you can help over in Afghanistan.
They have a link for what you could do with the Taliban?
Yeah, that's why it continues on. Fuckers is running the internet.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I don't know if there's much. I don't know if you have anything else.
Listen, man, again, prayers to Dennis Schroeder. Turned down $84 million to live in LA. And now he's making $6 million to live in cold ass Boston. I think he needs to fire his agent because I read earlier that Terry Rozier has agreed to a 4-year, $97 million contract with the Charlotte Hornets.
I like Charlotte.
A few days after Dennis Schroeder agreed to a $6 million contract for 1 year with the Boston Celtics after he turned down $84 million with the Lakers. So yeah, President Dennis Schroeder, fire your agent. I'm sure you can get in touch with Rich Paul. Call Rich. He can try to help out as best as he can. But yeah, this is another. The saga continues in the story of Dennis Schroeder turning down $84 million.
Like when Master P was Ricky Williams' agent.
No. Well, yeah. Somewhere along those lines. Yeah, I don't. Again, man, and listen, Dennis Schroeder, maybe bet on yourself. Maybe this is what he's going with this year.
That's what Ricky did.
But yeah, this is tough. I know seeing Dennis Schroeder, Terry Rozier signed for $97 million after you turned down 84 and then had to take 6 from Boston has to hurt. It has to hurt a little bit. So yeah, prayers to Dennis Schroeder. That's all I got as far as sports. Go Yankees. The Yankees have been on a tear.
Yeah. 3 in a row.
3 in a row.
Or 4 in a row.
Is it 4?
I believe so, yeah.
Right on time as the playoffs is, it's coming down to the wire. So it was looking shaky for the Yankees a few weeks ago. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, listen, if they don't make the playoffs this year, it's gonna be time to clean house a little bit.
I like
that payroll is too high not to make the playoffs.
Well, come on, stomping her family. Yeah. That's going to happen.
Yeah, but you got to make
his son only knows one strategy.
Right.
That's what his father did. But I like the young team. I can't be mad at it.
So. No, listen, Yankee fan for life. Shout out to the Knicks again. Kemba Walker officially announced. Evan Fournier.
Can we get Kemba on here?
I'm sure we can.
You're the basketball guy.
Yeah, I'm sure we could get Kemba on here. I definitely want to get. I would love to get him and Julius on here. Actually, I'd love to sit and talk with them and see what their what the energy is right now with that team. The Knicks are looking good, man. I'm not gonna lie, the Knicks are looking really, really good.
Don't try to join us now.
No, I'm still a Lakers fan forever, but the Knicks are looking good, and I think that it's important that the Knicks are a playoff team. They need to be a playoff team. Now they just need to get out of the first round, and then anything can happen after that. So shout out to the Knicks. It should be an interesting season. Should be a great season for Knicks fans. Long overdue. And the city is starting to feel like, the old playoff Knicks now. Now it's starting to, the barbershops is a little...
I only experienced so much of that in my life. But
yeah, you haven't experienced much of that. I've experienced enough of it. The barbershops are buzzing a little more now, like the Clippers are cutting off more in the shop. Everybody talking their shit. You know what I mean? Like you could just, feel it more.
Showing their jump shots.
Yeah, you feel it more. You feel it like, okay, everybody feeling like the Knicks are back to a respectable level of basketball. So any new music coming out this weekend?
Probably.
That we don't know about?
I'm sure. I'll have to look.
I was listening to Tink's album. She has a really good album. I think I told you that.
Yeah, we talked last episode.
Yeah, she has a really good album. Tink, Bree Steves. I was listening to Bree Steves' album. She put out a good project. We spoke about Boldy's album. Yeah, some good music out there. I don't know who's coming out this weekend, but we know who's not coming out this weekend. But that's a whole nother story.
Exactly. It's quiet right now because everyone's terrified of when Kanye and Drake might drop. That's why there's not much to talk about right now as far as music goes. Everyone's terrified. Stupid. We're going to sit and wait. He's going to State Farm Theater. Now he's going to Chicago. Drake's sitting there posting every picture saying, hey, I'm just waiting.
Yeah, I dare you.
That's all it is.
I dare you.
It's double Dutch to send it over to Apple Music.
Yeah, I dare you.
That's all that shit is.
Oh, whatever. We'll see.
And if I'm an artist, I'm sitting and waiting until they're done too.
I did see that Summer Walker was finished with her album. I did see that. So
She texted you that?
I'm happy. No, she did not.
Okay.
But I am happy to see that she is done with her project, and definitely looking forward to that. But yeah, man. No, definitely. Just
are you gonna go to Toronto even if she's not even there?
No, she has to be there. She has to be performing. Yeah. So yeah, have a great week. We'll talk to y'all soon. Be safe. Peace.
No worry and